Hello, everybody, and welcome back. So today we're going to be covering a couple of the community posts that have been posted on Kane channel regarding his Backrooms series. So, all right. So the first thing that I want to cover is directly after experiencing, reunion and everything like that. So in this photo, you can kind of see already that there is some sort of cover up happening. Something dire is occurring. First of all, the most obvious thing here is the note. It says they tapped your phone lines. At least that's what I think it says. They tapped your phone lines. Say nothing. So if you look at the state of the page itself, it looks like it got ripped off of a manual. I mean, it has nothing to do with anything that is laid on top of it. It is a display terminal manual, and this display terminal manual seems to be crumbled up. So what I think happened here is that maybe it was folded on top of the cassette tape. I believe that somebody was given this, they passed it along to whoever this, point of view is at, and they simply told them to play this tape. So we may get a video where we're going to hear this tape being played. Maybe we've already heard this tape being played before, and this is going to connect the dots. But right in the middle of the page, yeah, it says they tapped your phone lines. Say nothing already. So there's someone is listening to somebody, whether or not if it's async itself listening to its own people or the government is intervening in some way, shape, or form, that remains to be seen. But it's obvious that somebody recorded a lot and they needed to get a message across to somebody without, causing any sort of harm to the person listening to this message. The more and more I look at it, every time I close in on this, it seems less and less like a bullet. It could be some sort of I don't know, again, it just really doesn't seem like a bullet to me. It's just way too smooth. It does have some interesting coloration to it that would make it look that way, but because we're kind of looking at a tape recorder, I know that old tape recorders had these small metal rods inside of them that you could actually take out. I remember taking those out when I was a kid, a long time ago. So, I kind of remember that. I don't know why that would be there, but essentially those rods would hold the tape in place within the recorder and player that you see above. So I don't know. I don't know what we're looking at here. That could potentially be it. But, again, it's just really strange. Honestly, if somebody was giving me a message, I wouldn't want to put a bullet in there and tell them, hey, the phones are tapped, here's a bullet. No, I that wouldn't make sense to me. But again, remains to be seen what that truly is. And, hopefully we'll find out soon. But yeah, in summarization with this particular photo, I believe someone put together a tape recording, gave it to somebody, and what we're seeing here is the potential, point of view of somebody getting this message and reading it. And then whatever message that, is being played here or was played or about to be played, we may have already heard it or we're going to hear it very soon. All right, so the next photo that I want to cover is really, really cool because it looks like it's going to be a return back to the folks over at Reunion. Maybe we're going to see a point of view after the events of Reunion or during the events of Reunion. Maybe we'll see that team that is in 14D, getting together and putting things, over the pits in that section. Maybe utilize the robot a bit more. But I'm kind of wondering what this is. Maybe this is the point of view of Marv running back, hey, I need help, or something like that, because we do see the person in green, which we've seen them in Reunion. And I think they may have been in another video beforehand, but they're looking straight at the camera here. They're looking straight at us. So I believe this might be a situation where Marv is probably running back to tell people, hey, we're in trouble, something like that. Because if you look at this, it does seem like this is the angle of approaching 14D. Okay. So you have that corner, and then that corner then leads over to the Pitfalls section of 14D. So I believe that this person is running from 14C over to that team that's already established there to say, hey, we need help. That could potentially be it. But I'm really excited to see this photo because it does mean that we'll get a return to the reunion section of the series. I mean, everybody's jaw dropped. Everybody's ready to know exactly what exactly happened to Mark, if he's still alive or if he's just, Swiss cheese and then that's it. And, what exactly is going to happen to Marv and, what's going to happen to the team that witnessed that. But mainly, the whole deal with Marv. Again, we're concerned about his safety and whether or not if he's going to make it out of there or if he has some sort of plan. Now, this last photo, the latest photo, I mean, that got posted, there's just an ominous glow to this, really. It almost seems like the Backrooms within the threshold is just, it's lost its light in a way. But I know that right there is the control room, and that particular section doesn't have the same lighting, which makes total sense. But right here, we're kind of looking at this, and I remember when I first saw it, I was like, hey guys, it looks like a fire broke out, but I don't think it's a fire, and I'll talk about that in a bit. But yeah, we could kind of see things don't seem to be okay right now. You've got a lot of things like on the right side here that are just kind of like, down. It just doesn't seem like everything is, sealed. It doesn't seem like everything is sealed. It seems like everything is open and something is happening. There's wires all over the floor. I don't know what the heck this thing is. A lot of people are like, oh, it's an entity. I don't know. Who knows what that is? But again, that is a section of the control room right there, like, right after the threshold opening. So that could be part of office equipment, or that could be somebody that's running in or running out, and they are taking that cable with them, or some sort of object that has the cable. But to me, I think what is happening here is this is not a fire that's broken out. I feel like this is like a red alert situation. I think that those lights are on in the hallways of Async. So something is happening. I know it kind of looks smoky, but I feel like it might be the pixelation. I mean, if it ends up being a fire, that would be awesome too. But the reason why I feel like it's not a fire is because I've seen this color before. I've seen this red color before, and we've seen it here in this picture. Why is this similar to this? This is the connection that I was talking about earlier in this video. I'm wondering if whoever's being interviewed here, some sort of debrief, something happens, and then the Peter incident happens. There's a moment where somebody escapes or something happens. I don't know. Or, whatever occurs with Peter, with Ivan Beck and everything else, either being forced outside or they run out in their own volition. Or this could potentially be the return of Peter. Who knows? I mean, that would be really bad. Peter comes back. Peter's armed with Mark's weapon now, after Peter ran back in. So I'm wondering if this photo that we're looking at here with this person being interviewed, I'm guessing, or, they're giving some sort of debrief, is happening right at that moment. And what we're seeing, that red color in the background, is all the lights being turned on. Red alert, something is happening. So, everybody goes into action. So maybe this picture that we're seeing here, maybe it has to deal with something occurring within Async that is causing the whole facility to go under red alert or something like that. I don't know. I think it's really cool. I was kind of sitting down thinking about it for a while, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and bring that up because it seems really interesting that both of those colors are the same. And we haven't seen this picture come up. We haven't seen that frame come up in any of the videos as of late. So I think that that's coming very soon, either within the next episode or, in the future. But there is definitely something happening within Async. We either have a fire breaking out or we have a red alert, but we do have something that isn't right. it seems like right now doors are open and anything could come in and anything can go out. So I'm really interested to know what you think is happening in this photo, and also what could potentially be the connection to that photo, the person being interviewed that has their face censored. But yeah, folks, in summarization, I'm really excited to see what's going to happen next. I really think that we're going to get an awesome loop back to the reunion episode. We might get some more Marv very soon. We may get some more, async content at this point. But again, nothing is ever set in stone. We don't know. Anything could happen. Did we expect the green light to show up in Overflow? No, we didn't. So that's it's some really, really cool stuff. I do like the curveballs that Kane throws at us. So I'm kind of waiting patiently to see, what's going to end up being the case here. But yeah, folks, as always, if you have any thoughts, theories, any speculations, connections that you want to make to the series, or you want to talk about where you think the series is going to go, please leave it in the comments. I always enjoy reading what you have to say. So that's it for me today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to catch us next time. I hope to see you again, and as always, take care. Peace. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.